Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 25 Part 2 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Part 2 of the mods for Thursday the 12th of December. Had to be a two-parter, nothing to do, there was so much, including packs, there was a lot to get through. So here we are for Part 2. If you haven't seen Part 1, jump and have a look at that. If you have joined me from Part 1, thank you very much for rejoining and watching this one. So, we're going to crack straight along. There's no updates or anything to talk about. We are going to go on to this, the Modernized Flour Mill by Adub Modding ABP team. 4.48 megabytes download, 11 slots, 100,000 to buy. Under build mode, under factories is where you'll locate it, just there 100 grand. Now this is an interesting one, and on FS22 this had loads and loads and loads of updates. And when you click on it initially, it's kind of almost overwhelming a little bit. And you'll see why. So let's click on here and I'll show you. I haven't put anything in this. So we go across, and this was the same as at the end of the last one I said about the flour mill, the windmill by the Lort. This has been ported over from 22, but it hasn't had the 25 crops added in. So whilst it is a flour mill, it doesn't do rice flour. It just does the stuff it did on 22, which I found quite curious. Capacities are massive, as you can see. And it says electric charge, methane, oats, sorghum, wood chip, which you stop and think, what? That's to do with the productions and what is required for those productions. If I just scroll down to here. So we've got loads and loads of recipes for each one. So as you can see under barley, we've got all of those do barley flour. Then we've got bread. All of those are for bread. All of these are for canola. Then we move on to corn, then oats, then sorghum, then soybean, then sunflower, wheat to the end. And the difference is what they require. So you've got your things, I suppose, which is the accelerant, the fuel source for running the facility. Well, look at the ones at the top. So it will produce from 40 barley and the electric charge, flour, chaff, stones and pig food. So all of these get produced out from running it. So it's an interesting production. Yes, each one does. There we go. I thought it did. So whether you're doing electric charge, methane, water, wood chip, diesel exhaust fluid, or diesel, those things all get produced coming out the other side. That's why there are so many different recipes, because there are different inputs coming in. And again, yeah, they don't have, but this is a bakery as well. Doesn't do cake, does bread, but it's all in here. Oh, dearie me. The recipe, yeah, 2 flour to 10 bread. It's not a bad one, is it, either? Cycles per month are pretty high too, so it should be pretty rapid when it produces. Nice to see it ported over from 22. That's the... I've got to find it on my list. The Modernized Flour Mill by Adub Modding ABP team. Next. I left this at the end of the last episode, didn't I? We've got these Excavator tools. This is the Excavator tool pack. There are 3. I'm going to show you the other one in just a moment. The sun has moved. It's now 12:27. I need to be over this side, really. Like I said, when I set all this up, it was all pointing in a particular direction because where the sun was, and in the time it's taken me to set it all up, the sun has moved so far over. Anyway, you don't need to worry about that. This is by FS Miner. 4.93 megabytes download. We've got a rake, we've got a hammer, and we've got the buckets. 2 slots for the rake, 3 slots for the hammer, 2 slots for the bucket. I've got the rake and the bucket here, which we'll look at first. If we go into our excavator tools, so excavators, if you haven't seen this before, you can turn that off and you can just have that. So with the fast coupler, that's the option you'd need for the things we're going to look at now on your excavators. As we get more and more excavators come out, I suppose they'll be compatible with more and more stuff. Under excavator tools then, there's our rake, 5,500. No options. You get it just. It looks massive in the store. Don't worry, you've seen it out there. It's not huge. I thought they were the wrong sort of size. That's the HB30. That's the hammer, hydraulic hammer for doing rock breaking contracts, which is pretty cool. Then the HD bucket. The HD bucket is quite impressive. We've got real capacity at 2,500 litres. We've got capacity at 4,500 or 20,000 litre capacity if you want to go for that. I've got it on 20,000 litres because I'm curious to see when it picks stuff up. So, the rake, let's hook that up. It's supposed to cultivate. We've got that option there. Now it does say allow create field, so I press triangle, do that. As you can see, it does say add rate collisions. Add rate collisions. Remove rate collisions. Not sure what that's for. Let's limit to fields. I guess it's for, I wonder if it's for picking, whether it's for, if you add rate collisions, whether it's for moving stuff like this. It won't have a capacity, but that just deleted that. Oh, okay. Whoa, okay, what the? Yep, that's gone. So that's for cleaning things up by the looks of things. Wow, how bizarre. Alright, so with that on, it won't go into the ground. Was it the other way around? That's weird. Add rate collisions makes it go into the ground. How weird. It's almost like that's the wrong way around. Anyway, let's detach that. We'll get onto the rock breaker in a moment because I've got that in a different location. Because I took on a rock breaking contract. So, let's see, shall we? Wow. Doesn't want to move. It's almost like you've got to get it in one scoop. That is pretty crazy though. Hey, look at that. Wow. It's going to require a bit of practice, but that's over 15,000 litres. That's pretty cool. Right, well that's the bucket. Actually, bear with me. And there's our rock breaker with the rock breaking contract. This should work. Attaches in exactly the same way. It's a bit more expensive. What was it? 38 grand, wasn't it? Let's turn it on. Again, I haven't used this yet. Oh. It does the job, doesn't it? Probably shouldn't leave the cab while it's running, but there you go. So if you don't want to use the little one, I destroyed the wrong rock. Oh, I did. Oops. Oh! Didn't even notice that. Anyway, yeah, if you don't want to use the little one that goes on the skid steer loader and you want something a bit more, with a bit more oomph to it, that's the hammerhead, the rock breaker that comes with that pack. There you go. Excavator tool pack by FS Miner. Next. These have made a welcome return. The HW80 wood trailer by Camelos0397, 5.14 megabytes download, 3 slots each, cheap as chips. I love them, and I'm getting one immediately on my Let's Play. because they're brilliant. I like the different tyre choices now as well. The balloon tyres on that one as well. As you can see, rear trailer hitch, you can daisy chain them. I think they're like 3,800 each. So if you're doing those log transport contracts, no brainer, you'll make your money back in absolutely no time. So these you'll find under forestry, wood transport, just there. Yeah, 3,800. That's all. Oh, absolutely brilliant. So we've got the option of Continental, Trelleborg, BKT, Vredestein. Back again. I'm going to do the same with on all the vehicles today. I'm not going for all the tyre options. There are tons of tyre options, all different sorts of stuff to go and have a look at. It's the same with this harvesters as well today. There are tyre options, twin tyre options, track options. You will find something like, just say there are track options on the harvesters. But I say you'll go through and you'll find something you like. Pretty sure of it. Was it the BKT? Yeah, they had the balloon tyres. Yeah. So a few different options there. Main colour does the chassis, frame, and again, pick and choose whether you want it metallic, matte. Design colour does the uprights, like that. And then we've got a rim colour option, license plate option on there too. Nice and straightforward. Tension straps can be done manually from the outside or from in cab on all of them. Swivel axle front trailer, but that doesn't bother me with this because the trailers are so versatile and so useful. If you want to get into doing forestry and logging, especially if you want to do log transport contracts and you haven't got a lot of money, you've got a chainsaw, you might have a grab on a telehandler or whatever you've got, and these trailers, awesome. There you go. That's the HW80 wood trailer by Camelos 0397. Do I need to turn the off from that? No, because I need to use it. Right, disconnect that. Next we've got these. This is the Fliegl Cargos 750-760. There's very few options on these actually, and these are forage trailers as well. These aren't full everything trailers. Like I said, all in the wrong direction now for looking at. There you go. Unload like that. We have got under R1 and right stick up and down, we can adjust the angle, so depending on what you're hooked up to get all three axles on the ground, you can adjust the angle on it. There's no cover option or anything like that. I mean, that in essence is the trailer. You'll find it under trailers. Just there, there's the cargo 750 and the 760, 67,500, 99,000. That one's 44,500 litres. That one is 51,000 litres. Double axle, triple axle. Options are the same on each. You've got some wheel options. There's and license plate. There's no colour options, nothing like that. A few different tyre options and wheel options to choose from. Nice, but oh yeah, that's what I meant to say. Sorry. Yeah, if you look at the bottom right, if you look at the next trailer along, takes everything. These ones are forage trailers. They'll do sugarcane as well. They'll do wood chip, top mix ration as well. But they don't do everything. They are forage trailers. Again, if you're new to the game and might not be aware of that, I did have someone message me the other day saying their trailer wasn't working. And what was it as well? One of them was to do with animal pens as well. Be careful of animal pens. We haven't got any animal pens today. If the animal pen says it is for like breeding, for beef stock only, you won't get milk. It does say that you won't get milk. Someone was saying to me, it must be broken, I'm not getting any milk. You just have to be careful when you're looking at these sorts of things. You might get a trailer like this and wonder why you can't put wheat in it and barley and that kind of stuff, because it could be a forage trailer. That's the Fliegl Cargos 750, 760. Sorry, I didn't say 9.82 megabytes download, 4 slots and 5 slots. That's by Despo 93. Next, we've got this. It's the Pits. It is the Pits. This is the Pits Lowboy. It is the LB35CS Lowboy, 14.31 megabytes download, 9 slots by GamerDesigns, low loader. And it's I mean, it's a low loader. There's not much to it really. If we go into our low loaders, just there, 28 grand. We can change the rim colour and license plate. No colour options for the actual thing. No colour options for the baseboards or anything like that. It's, yeah, pretty straightforward. Start our engine. We can lower the back down. When you lower the back down, it opens that up as well, which gives you access to chains and ratchets and stuff. That doesn't affect it. You can do your tension straps all the way along. You including the upper deck as well, because you have got ramps, so you can get a lot more stuff. I say a lot more stuff. You can get a lot on it. I mean, you can use it for pallets and bales. It doesn't have to be vehicles and stuff. It's entirely up to you. When we detach, landing gear comes down. It sits nice and high off the ground as well. I know some of the low loaders in-game, the base game ones, are quite low, and people have been saying when you drive along they catch on everything. These do sit a little bit higher, which is quite nice. It's low loader. That's what it's for. The Pitts LB35CS Lowboy by GamerDesigns. Next. It's funny, I was just saying the other day about this, and here it is. Eagerly anticipated. The Lizard Subsoiler MT by Blacksheep Modding. 4.31 megabytes download, 3 slots. And we've got an extension on this as well. This originally was the 6MT, I think, on, was it 17 or 19? Then it was the 6 and 9 MT, now it's the 6, 9 and 12 MT. 12 metres. Now, whilst it looks like a ripper and it looks like a subsoiler, it's actually under the plough section, and it works like a plough, operates like a plough. You can do ploughing contracts with it, and the great thing is you can put it on front or rear, and you can turn it round. What always used to be the case, I haven't tested it, on a lower horsepower vehicle, if you turned it round the wrong way, and people used to be furious about it. Again, if you don't want to do that, don't do it. You don't have to. You could use a much lower horsepower vehicle to plough. Because it kind of let you probably shouldn't have done, but oh, there we go, ploughs. So I say it says Lizard Subsoiler MT, but it is under ploughs. 17 grand for the base model. 6 MT, 9 MT, 12 MT. Horsepower requirements: 260 horsepower, 320, 340. Main colour and design colour does the shanks, the rippers, and again I prefer, and again I love the option now because I prefer those to be metallic. I just think it looks better, but again that's just me. Pick and choose what you want to go for. It's so good. Of course you can create fields with it, and look at the speed it goes as well. Oh, it's glorious. So if I allow create fields, press triangle. Extend fields, join fields, create fields, do whatever you want. It's entirely up to you. Oh, it's beautiful. So what we'll do is disconnect that. Actually, what I'm going to do, again, bear with me a second. I'm going to get a lower horsepower tractor, something that shouldn't be able to run it, and see if we can test it. So, pulling it the correct way, but with lower horsepower. Right. That's struggling. Got a bit of wheel slips, not liking it. Brilliant stuff. Now, what we can also do, like I said, because it's got attached side to side, you can put it on the front. But obviously, I'm still going the same direction. So even if you put it on the front, so you can plough and you can do something else at the back as well, which is absolutely fantastic. But again, if I drop that down, that's still only going to go really slow. So the question is, because like I say, it always used to be, let's disconnect it. If I turn this round and so it's running the wrong way on the back, it used to make it so you could run it no problem. I mean, it might not be, it might have been changed, but you can't hire a worker when you're doing it this way around, I don't think, if I recall correctly. There you go. So it will still plough, it will still do the job, but it does mean that a much lower horsepower vehicle can run a big plough. Now again, is it supposed to? No. Is it realistic? No. It does do it. It's just showing you that it does do it, that it can do it. It can attach front and rear. Those are some of its party tricks. And I'm so glad it's come back. Especially for, again, if you're doing a map like this, if you're doing prep, if you're setting something up, and you need to plough some fields or make some fields nice and quickly, something like that is an absolute godsend. Thank you, Blacksheep Modding. That's the Lizard Subsoiler MT by Blacksheep Modding. Next, just over here, we've got a subsoiler pack, the MGP series by SMI Modding Team. And this is, again, this is what I was talking about, something really different that stands out that I haven't seen the looks of this before, which is really nice. It's 29.69 megabytes download. We've got the PG9, 7 slots, 4 meters, PG11, 7 slots, 5 meters, the PG13, 8 slots and 6 meters. Subsoiler with what looks like a cultivating bit on the back, so it will give us a ploughed Now this should be ploughed state with a cultivated look. Should still get large stones come up. This you'll find under subsoil, say this, there's the 3, PG9, PG11, PG13, 19,300, 24,000, 29,000. For a 6 metre as well, for a 6 metre subsoil, that's pretty good. Plus, there's no options for colour or anything like that. You get it just like that. I think the only option we've got, yeah, top left, without deflectors and with deflectors. That's just on the sides. Those adds kind of little duck feet bits on there. That's it as far as that goes. But what we do have, I'm going to hook this up. When we unfold it, it's got a really cool unfold as well. Like I say, it's just something different. Different design. Something I haven't really seen like that before. But under L1 and right stick side to side, we can raise and lower that. So I'm going to raise it right up out the way to start off with. Let's drop that down and see what we get. So shallow cultivation. It's still bringing up stones, so it's got a cultivated look, but it is doing the ploughing job, and we are getting large stones coming up because it is technically ploughing the ground, subsoiling it. But what I'm going to do now is let's lower that into position. We'll go down a little bit. Yeah, that's raising the whole back of the tractor up, really. It is raising the 3-point a bit, but it is raising the tractor up. Let's just get that to a position where it's sat nice and flat. I think it's going to be exactly the same. Yeah, I think it's just for the look of it, in all honesty. Because the rollers will only ever push in small stones, and it's not a roller. So there you go. Subsoiling with a cultivated look, as it is bringing stones up as well. So it's weird because it's got a kind of shallow cultivated look, but it's not shallow cultivating because we're getting stones up. It's a weird amalgamation of both. But nice bit of kit, like I say, it's something new, something different, something that stands out. Nice animations, and again, does a job. That's the MGP series by SMI modding team. We're getting there. Next, we've got this. This is the Vermeer BC 1000XL, 5.4 megabytes download, 5 slots by FS Miner and Elson82. I wrote down a note there. Oh yeah, it was about the beacons on this that I just thought was a bit excessive. I'm finding it with some mods. I don't know if I'm just crabby, I'm getting old, I don't know, whatever it is. Anyway, it's a small wood chipper. It is designed for brush work. It's designed for smaller logs. It's not designed for massive trees and that kind of thing. It is designed for clearing up. But the downside in game is brush and smaller branches don't tend to give you much in the way of lumber or wood chips. But again, it's more for a look, but you can get some bigger stuff through. I'll show you, we'll have a look. This you will find under our forestry, under wood chippers, just there, 38 grand. Slot count comes down to 1. We got beacon setup, we've got no beacons, and then now, beacon type 1, I'm not going through them all. There are 15 different beacon types. How many is too many beacon types? We've got light setup on the back. We've got EU, or we've got US. Main colour and rim colour, as I've said many times before on this mod review and other mod reviews. There you go. Pick and choose, you go for it, whatever colour you want pretty much these days. So this one is standalone, as in you can enter the vehicle itself, you can turn on the engine, unfold it. Again, this is facing the wrong way now because of the way the light is. So that's unfolded the back, pipe out, and that should go to that trailer. That trailer might be a little bit high actually. Does it find it? Hopefully. If we turn on the wood chipper, very cool animations. So what we should get. Again, I haven't tried this yet, but let's see. I'm going to go through or not? Oh yeah, did put some wood chips in there. I can probably do with a lower trailer, but I thought that might be the right height, but I got that just a little bit wrong. And there you go. It's designed for your smaller stuff. So So if you've got a little bit of stuff you need to tidy up, again, a bit of immersion. You might be going around doing people's gardens. You might have a bit of a, you know, landscaping service. You might go and mow the grass, cut people's tree limbs back a little bit, or whatever you want to do. And just, yeah. You will reach a point where the log you're trying to put in is too big, so you might have to chop it down a bit. Let's try it again. There we go. Come on, here we go. Doesn't seem to want it, does it? Are we caught up on something? Peculiar. Why is that not one working? So it's things like this that eat into your time. Try the other way around. That's weird. Suddenly decided it doesn't want a wood chip anymore. That's your one job. That's a bit worrying. The whole thing moving. Yep, trailer's moving. Don't know about that. That's not good. I was hoping it would run without a hitch, nice and smooth. I'll put another one in so we can jolt it. It's not it's too big. We put a big one in already, haven't we? Oh, that's not good. Whoa. Okay, well that's something to be aware of. It's not like I'm doing something beyond the remit of what it's supposed to do either. But that's really not liking that, is it? It's because it's gone into the side. Come on, go in right there. Middle. No. Take it as you will. That's the Vermeer BC 1000XL by FS Miner and Elson 82. Strange, right? Next, we've got this, the Fendt 700 Vario Gen 6 by FS Agra Ole. 29.57 megabytes download, 17 slots. You will find this under medium tractors. Just there, 162 grand for the base model. We have got 150 horsepower, we've got 171 horsepower, 188, 209, 228, 246, back to 150. So 246 being the highest horsepower. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokians. We do have, like I say, I'm not running through all of them. Standard wheel weights. Mediums has medium options on this one with weights, rear twins. Some has the larger ones. Some, I think we had some narrow options. What was it on? Which had the narrows? Could have sworn this one had narrows. Continental mediums. I could have sworn one of these had. Like I said, what I will generally do is point out ones that stand out. Maybe this didn't. Anywho, we've got design line, yes or no. Adds the nice light metallic look on it. Black beauty, yes or no. So you have black beauty on each of these. We've got beacon lights. We've got standard, left, right, both, or off. Warning signs, yes or no. So you can go for the more EU version if you want to. Front loader attacher, quick, hour, no. Rim colour and license plate. Again, rim colour, go for it, whatever you want to do. It's entirely up to you. Actually, if we take off black beauty, does that give us a colour? No, it doesn't give us the option to change the colour of the vehicle. Still just rim colour. There you go. So, come out of there. Hop in. It's already started up. Horn, beacons, lights. Very nice. Those big old chunky tyres. Does look very cool. Interior, nicely made and detailed. We do have some options on here for L1 right stick up and down. I think does that. Opens our top window. L1 R1, and we got right stick up and down. Does the door, and then right stick side to side opens and closes the rear window. Oh, nice bit of tilt on that when it turns as well. Very nice. Solid unit. Nice sweep on the windscreen as well. I like that curved look on the windscreen. There you go. That's the Fendt 700 Vario Gen 6 by LS Agra Ole. Next to that, also by LS Agra Ole. I keep saying Ole. I think it's maybe Ole. The Fendt 900 Vario S4, 21.66 megabytes download, 14 slots. This one does have twins. Maybe I was getting confused with this one. So this is a slightly larger beastie. Pretty much the same options actually, because it's by the same modder. Nice bit of kit. This under large tractors, just there, 272 grand for the base model. So we've got 305 horsepower, 336 horsepower, 366, 396 is the highest. Trelleborg, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, Michelin, Mitas, back again. If we go to this, I'm sure this was one that had twins, rear twins, narrow twins. There we go. Wides, wide weights. I don't think this one had mediums. Let me just check that way. Wheel weights, wides. No. Onto narrows on this one as well. Yes, this one had the narrows. The previous one had wide and mediums. Again with the beacon lights, we got left, right, both. Warning signs, yes and no. Pretty much the same as the last one. Design line, yes or no. This one does have inside. This changes the monitors inside. We got power, or we got Profi Plus. Just changes the look inside for the real world versions. Black beauty option, yes or no. Rim colour and license plate. So pretty much, yeah, the same as last one. I think the options are the same as well for doors and windows. But what this does also have, put the beacons on. I went for metallic rims, as you can see, because I'm a nutcase. I do like that. Anyway, L1, right stick up and down, does our sunroof, like that. L1, R1, we've got right stick up and down, does our door. Right stick side to side, does our rear window. But we've also got, under L1 and R1, we've got left stick. Is it left stick? It was, yeah, left stick side to side, raises and lowers like that. Which is pretty cool. We've also got change driving direction, L1, R1 and X. Boom. Pretty cool. There we go. Lovely job. That's the Fendt 900 Vario S4 by LS Agra Ole. Next, JCB. This is the Icon series. Very nice. Very nice, very good. This is the the JCB Fastrac 4000 Icon by RossN mods, 34.03 megabytes download, 18 slots on console. Let's start it up. Lights. I went for those lights, which I really like. We've got strobes in the back. See the strobes in the back? Strobes in the front. It's nice. It really is. Interior. Nice place to be. L1. Oh yes, we did, yeah. So, under L1, under R1. Oh yeah, steering mode. Must forget that. So at the moment we're on all-wheel steer. L3 puts us front wheel steer only. Crab steer left. Crab steer right. Back to all-wheel steer. L1, R1. Left stick side to side, opens and closes the rear window, like that. Right stick up and down, does that door. Right stick side to side, does that door. 38 miles an hour over the ground. This thing's no slouch, is it? Bit of a pocket rocket, isn't it? Icon edition, you've got the Union Jack on there, as you can see, the Union flag. You can have that low vis as well, so let's have a look. This you'll find under medium tractors. Just there, 218,500. We've got the 4160, 178 horsepower, 210 horsepower, 235 horsepower. So 235, the highest horsepower. We've got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Vredestein, BKT, Nokians, and back to Trelleborg. As you can see, wide, communal. If we go to Trelleborg, standard, wide, flotations. I like that one as well, that's cool. Narrows, rear narrow, twins, twins, rear twins, twins, so not narrows. And again, different manufacturers go through and they've got the different options. I think most of them have the narrow twin options. Beacons, we've got no beacons, we've got low beacons, or high beacon, sorry, low beacons 2, then high beacons. Light bar with rear lights, light bar, no rear lights, or no beacon. LED strobes, we've got on the side, grille, both, which I went for. Markers, they're on yes already, and then no. I couldn't work out. Oh, those big squares at the back. Then we've got flags, no. Icon series, we've got black, all colour. I went for colour. The black it does look very cool, low vis. You've got GPS, again, adds GPS light on there, box on the back if you want it on there. Horns, yes or no. And we've got extinguisher, yes or no, but it's an extinguisher on the back, like that. Then you've got front loader attacher, quick, Hauer, no. Main colour, again, go for it, whatever you want to pick. It's entirely up to you. Metallics, etc. Grille colour will do. Let's go for something that stands out so you can see it. Does all that. So you can change that colour. Then secondary grille colour does the one up on the top. Let's go for green. So that one up there on the bonnet, you can change that one as well. Rim colour, again, rim colour, pick and choose. License plate option there too. Very cool bit of kit, liking it a lot. That's the JCB Fastrac 4000 Icon by RossN Mods. Next, we've got this, and this is what I was talking about, having some new stuff in the game, which I'm really pleased about. This is the Dewulf Kwatro. This is by Lukasino, 34.27 megabytes download, 19 slots, self-propelled vegetable harvester with a capacity, so you don't have to run alongside it. Brilliant. About bleeding time and all, if you ask me. So, if we come down to our vegetable harvesters, so there's our base game Dewulf, which doesn't have a capacity and you have to run alongside it, and it's an absolute pain in the backside. This one here, 420 grand, so much cheaper anyway. It's got a capacity of 17,800 litres, which is not huge, but it means you can run alongside it. Does potatoes as well as your carrots, parsnip and red beet. We've got a license plate option on there, that's all. But it's a very cool looking bit of kit. It's got some nice features on it. Hang on a second. I'm going mad then. When I went to click off it, I thought it said 37,000 litres. No, it's still 17,000. Just my eyesight, I guess. So, let's jump in. What I'll do is fold it back up again. Fold the harvester, because that's how it comes, all folded up. Like I say, having a capacity is brilliant. It means you can set off a worker and off it will go. I know we've had a couple of mods now that do this, but having a Dewulf one is nice. It does make you wonder as well, when we got Dewulf in game, why was this not a base game thing? Why did that? But it could be Dewulf themselves didn't necessarily want it, but the fact it's been modded is very cool. Under L1 and right stick up and down, we've got this option. You can raise and lower the unit. From that side as well, let's see a bit better. So you can raise and lower the unit. Like that. So let's unfold the harvester, which does all of that. Pipes out and all the various different things it needs for operation. Lights, beacons, horn, very nice. If we go to R1, so R1, right stick up and down and side to side, adjust our pipe height and that tilt on the top bit. If you want to adjust the tilt on the top, you can. And then we turn on harvester, lower it down. We're on a carrot field at the moment, so Look. Capacito. Now, I'm not sure what's going to happen if I try and hire a worker, where it's going to send it to. So let's hire a worker and see what happens. Come on now. Do your thing. Oh, come on, no. Right, let's try it in the middle. Maybe it wants to do the inside first? That'd be weird if it does. Oh, that's going to be really annoying. There's me saying it'll work. Please work. Field not found by the worker? What? Why? Let's go on to it. We're set, 3 metre. It's set for doing around the outside. Why is it not finding it? Headland first? Let's put it on a bit that it might work on. Oh, that's going to be... There's me singing its praises. Come on. Come on, you can do this. Please work. Please work. Come on. No! Maybe it's just this field. That's what I'm going to do. Let's unload the carrots here. I've got a potato field up there. I've got to speed up because I've got the harvesters are going to take the 2 regular harvesters are going to take ages. Don't worry about me just whizzing across the crop. Let's try on the potato field. Oh no. This is why we test these things, you see. It could be the field shape, it could be because I already started harvesting with something else. So let's go onto a field that hasn't been harvested yet. No. Because it's pointing the wrong way? I don't know. Please work. Okay. It's doing something. That's good. That's a good sign. That's a very good sign. So, for anyone that's dismissed it out of hand... Oh, you beauty, there we go. Self-propelled Dewulf vegetable harvester, including potatoes. To me, that's a win. That's an absolute win. I like that a lot. That's very cool indeed. We got there. The Dewulf Kwatro by Lukasino, which brings us on to the last of the mods for today, and we've got quite a bit to get through on this one too. And it's these, and I need to speed up. This is the John Deere S700 series by JHHG Modding, which runs my blood cold. It's one of those like custom modding and all of those you go, no, seed modding. 65.53 megabytes download, 36 slots each. As you can see, there are 2 of. The smaller of the 2, all the bells and whistles, all the side panels open. It's all very cool. Got the Aussie flag on this one, the Australian version. Side bit opens, so you can go up and check on all your fluids and whatnot. And then we've got the larger of the 2, mega pipe on that one with the big old header as well. American flag on this one. I'm going to whiz through as quickly as I can because there are a lot of options. Again, I'm not going through every single tyre option because there are absolutely loads. So these you'll find there's no header that comes with this. Is I've put the header on. That's the base game header. I've gone past it, haven't I? Of course I have. So under harvesters, we're going to start on the outside end because that's the smaller. The S760, S770, the S780, S790. As I said, 36 slots each at the start, which come down to 2 each when you've got the first of each one. So grain tanks and grain tank extensions. So we start off with tarp cover fixing. This is at 7,080 litres. Tarp cover still. And then we go up to factory folded, which takes us to 10,572. Then 13,212, then 14,220, back down a little bit to 10,572. Did that change? Yep. Then we go again, 13,900, 14,100, 13,900 again. Then the full big top, 14,1, 16,2 for the Maurer XL. 15,850 for the Harvest Master Windham, 19,380 for the Mega and then off. So 19,380 litres is the largest you can go on this version. Engine setup, 387 horsepower or 455 horsepower. We're on wheel brand Lizard at the moment, which has got these LSWs on. And again, like I say, I'm not going to go through every single option, but we've got Lizard, we've got Continental, we've got Michelin, Mitas, and back again. If I go to one of those, go back, there you go. Track options. So we do have track options at 36-inch and a 30-inch option on all of these as well, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm not doing every single one because there are a lot. Back to Lizard again on the LSWs. We've got specification. We've got North America. We've got Australia, which puts all that on. South America, which does a few more changes to the specs of the vehicle. Then we've got the one with the North American flag, Canadian flag, Australian flag, South American flag, back to standard. Numbers 1 through 6. If we go back, there you go, 1 through 6. Production year 2018, and it changes the light configurations and stuff. I know I'm not trying to dumb this down. I'm not trying to do GHHG a disservice at all. There's a lot of work that goes into all this, but there's a lot of options to go through. So the 2022 version has all the updated light package and light system on it. And then we've also got the 75 years of John Deere version, which puts some decals and bits and bobs on, changes a few things here and there. Ladder standard or foldable. We've then got rear axle standard or wide. We've then got regular vane tailboard, standard, or the advanced powercast tailboard. Fancy. We've got rear hitches, no. Then we have got standard hitch. We've got the Lankota static hitch, which pokes out the back a bit further. So if your header trailer hasn't got a long extension, this will help you with that to get your header on. And then we've got this one, which has got the foldable hitch on it, so it folds back underneath. Now, I went for one of those. I haven't checked to see if that unfolds, actually. Need to double check that. We then got pipe. So we start at 5.6 metre, 6.9 metre. We've then got 6.9 metre foldable. We then go to 7.9, 7.9 new, 7.9 foldable, then up to 8.7 new, then 9.15 metre with the extender on it, 30-foot pipe, crazy license plate option on there as well. That's the first one. Then move on to the 780, 790 series, 216 grand for the base model. Grain tank extensions run through a similar options and similar sizes. However, if we go back that way, the larger configuration takes you up to 22,905. The other one was, what was it, 19,380. So on the larger version of the harvester, it's a bigger, largest capacity. If we go down one, it brings us down to the 19,380. So that's as big as the other one goes. This one goes up to 22. An absolute beast. So we've got 547 and 625 horsepower. Again, without tyre options, we've got a Lizard, Continental, Michelin, Mitas, back again. And we do have, again, track options at 36-inch and 30 inches if you want to go for track options on it as well. There are various different options as you go through the twins, different size of twins and that kind of thing. Same specs for our North America, Australia, South America, and then all the flag options are exactly the same. Numbers 1 through 6 again, production year 2018, 2022, and the special edition 75th anniversary. Ladder foldable, rear axis, the same, standard or wide. And then same on the back, regular vane tailboard, standard, or the powercast. And then same with the rear hitches, same with the pipe, I think pretty much, yep, up to the 9.15. So all the same options as the last one, and license plate option on there as well. Again, sorry I'm blitzing through all of that. The options are pretty much the same as the previous one, just grain tank is a little bit bigger and that kind of thing. But they look absolutely brilliant. Like I say, because you can open all the panels up as well, I think the level of detail is just staggeringly good. Oh, they do look good. They do look good. So I'm not going to run this one. This has got a shorter pipe, smaller tank. I went for the LSWs, as you can see on this one. This one I went for twins, not tracks. Let's hop in. Listen when you start this up. Oh, my days. That's a pipe and a half, that, isn't it? I mean, what a bit of kit. When you've got the ones that fold and unfold, actually, you know what? I'm going to show you this one. Start that up. Let's fold the harvester. The sound effects are absolutely quality. Like so, the header doesn't come with it, but we'll hook up to the header just because. Just because, why not? Lights, beacons, horn, interior. Now this has got all sorts of startup things as well, apparently. Let me just turn the lights off. Oh, listen to it. It sounds great. It sounds brilliant. It does look very, very cool indeed. Turn the beacons off. So I'm going to attach that again. Listen to it. So, enable or disable straw swath. That's pipe, sorry, straw swath. The animation speed is bang on, the sound is right, it just, you know, everything as it should be. And then we go to L1 right stick up and down, opens up that panel. R1 right stick side to side, does that panel, up and down, to the door, yeah, up and down does the door at the front. Then L1, R1, right stick side to side, does that panel, up and down, does that panel. So if you're opening and closing of your panels and all your stuff on there, oh, it sounds brilliant because it's muted on the inside. Does that make a difference when we drive? There you go. Couple of absolute weapons. Absolute beasties. That was quite cool. There you have it, the John Deere S700 series by JHHG Modding, which brings me to the end of part 2 of the mods for Thursday, 12th of December. I'm sorry it's taken so long, because by the time this uploads, it's going to be gone lunchtime on the 13th. It has taken that long to prep, set up, and run through all of this. If you are here from part 1, thank you for joining me on part 2 as well. If you haven't watched part 1, you might want to jump over and see that. Lot of very, very cool mods. Like I said before, some cool stuff has come over from 22, some new stuff for 25 as well. It's all pretty awesome. I hope you found all of this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.